Hi, my name is Catherine Parker. Everybody calls me Cat. And I am a 49-year-old mother of two amazing young adults, Bailey, 19, and Brandon, 23. I've been a Nextdoor lead for maybe 5-6 years. And have been involved in the community as much as possible. I've got to a point where I can no longer keep my condition under wrap because I now have tremors every day. For the most part, 3 to 4 days in a row. I may have a small break, but it's gotten worse. The reason why I'm creating this group and putting this on here is I posted my journey and my story last night on Nextdoor, and it was taken down, and it was treated as false information. And these are the things I'm having to go through, along with thousands of other people who like me, or never have been, or never will be anti-vax. Matter of fact, I took the vaccines in order, one, to have my job, but two, because I wanted to do the right thing and make sure that my family was safe, and my friends and people that I know of who have autoimmune diseases. And little did I know having an autoimmune disease would be the kicker to starting this. I've had people ask me if I've ever had COVID. No, I've never had COVID. Am I sure that this is the vaccine? 5,000% sure it is. 5,000% sure. To give you a short story, as I have written on the group, I took the vaccine, the initial one for Johnson & Johnson, on April the 1st of 2021. Within 2 weeks, I began having chronic insomnia and also chronic exhaustion. There's another thing that I go through is I go through brain fog and memory loss and concentration. And I have a problem with that now. But when I took that first vaccine, I didn't think, I didn't put it together that that could be the problem. I thought maybe it might have been menopause or stress or something, because I was working a lot. And then, of course, the pandemic was upon us, and so many of us were stressed. And then I went to the doctor during that time, and we're trying to figure it out, and nobody could figure out what was going on. We thought I was anemic, and I went through 2 iron transfusions and did no good. So they put me on I believe it was Strattera, maybe to help see if I could concentrate more, and it didn't. November 9th of 2021, I took the Pfizer vaccine. Let me go back to the Johnson & Johnson one. If I would have known it was Johnson & Johnson, I wouldn't have taken it. When we went in, we were ushered into the Minnesota auditorium. It said Jensen. So to me, that was false advertising, because at no place at time did it say Johnson & Johnson until after we took the vaccine, and they gave us the paperwork and it said Johnson & Johnson. So going to the booster, I took the booster in November of 2021 on the 9th, and within 2 weeks my hair started falling out. Then after that, I had the chronic exhaustion and fatigue turned into I couldn't stay awake. I was falling asleep at my desk. I was falling asleep driving. I was falling asleep. I could be sitting here doing a video and I fell asleep. doing it. Chronic nausea, stuttering, falling over trying to get out, the brain fog first thing in the morning, and this is all still happening to this day. I'm 5 months into this. This is still happening, and it's getting worse. Before, the tremors were just in the morning when I got up, and then they'd go in the afternoon, and they'd go at night, and then I'd go for 3 days straight, and then now I'm at 4 days straight. And it'll subside for a few minutes, and then it'll come back again. Heart palpitations. My eyes are always glazed over and red. Like I'm high. All the time. Lack of concentration. Skin rashes, where this one's a new one, where my skin has fallen off on my backside. Don't know why. The swelling, right now they're fine, but the swelling of the hands, hurting from my elbows down to my hands, and my hands swelling up, and red streaks, and neuropathy. I was diagnosed with dysautonomia, which is the autonomic system. Look it up, because I can't really explain it. Pseudo-Parkinsonism, which is what I'm going through, basically, which is Parkinson's disease brought on by medicine or vaccines. And positive for Epstein-Barr virus, which I've never had mono ever in my life, but that's now a thing with the vaccine. And my ANA antibodies are positive and speckled. Don't know why. Just kidney and liver issues, and the list goes on. And I've lost my job. My boss let me go, lied about why he let me go, said it was my work performance, but I knew it was because of all the doctor appointments and being sick. I applied for Social Security and assistance, and I got turned down for Social Security, and so I had to appeal. Got turned down for emergency assistance and got denied. I've been to the doctor's office and gotten dropped by my medical professionals so far too. When you say vaccine side effects, people freak out and they don't believe you. They always question you, have you had COVID? No, I haven't. Are you sure? Yeah, I absolutely am sure. This is one of the most difficult things I've ever been through in my life. And for anybody who knows me on here, has known I'm always taking pictures, and I'm a concert photographer, and I don't do that hardly anymore. If I can go shoot a show, it has to be on a day that I'm not shaking. It's ruined me financially.
Storm chasing and photography 101 class.
It has ruined relationships and financial and health and depression and anxiety, and I try not to break down when I talk about it. I had to break down and go to the food shelf today because I have no money. I don't like asking for help because I'm always been the one to help other people. That's just the way I was raised and who I am. And somebody who knew me from there saw me, and I hadn't been in there in a while since the pandemic, and she just cried and held my neck because she knows that this isn't me. I was so embarrassed going in there like this because nobody's ever seen me except for my daughter and my boyfriend and my son. I've started putting my journey out on TikTok and YouTube so people understand what's happening. And this is not a joke. It's not an anti-vax rant or... It's a 49-year-old mom of 2 kids who was a professional, who took the vaccine, and now is going through hell. I want to share my story because I'm not the only one going through this. And there's no help for us. There's no help for us at all. I just wanted y'all to be aware. Have these hard conversations with people you know, loved ones and friends, family, people that you work with. Talk to them about these things. Let them know that this is happening. Don't be afraid to have the conversation about it. But treat people with kindness. I know now I shouldn't have taken the shot. But I tried to do the right thing. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. And any prayers you can give for me and others going through this, we truly, honestly appreciate it. And sharing the story, sharing what's going on. That's the way that we don't hide from this. I'm not saying don't get the vaccine. I'm not saying that at all. But if you have an autoimmune disease or things that you already have going on, you need to really be careful. You need to... We don't need 6 and 7 and 8 shots and boosters. No, I don't. That to me is just insanity. But you really need to look at this before you take this shot. Because this could be your life from now. Thank you.